Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. It's a marvelous Monday. This is the day that the Lord hath made. I am choosing to rejoice and I'm choosing to be glad in it. Come on in, everybody. Good morning. And we are here for another week of the Faith Room. We are real people with real concerns, but we're getting real solutions. All right. So come on in, everybody. It's a Motivation Monday today. And you know how we do it in the Faith Room. Every Monday, we come together for a word of motivation. All right. So I'm excited about it today. I hope all of you had a great weekend. Okay. I hope you had a great weekend. I want to hear about your weekend. Go ahead and type in after you say good morning. How did your weekend go? How did your weekend go? But let's do our do first. Let's say good morning. Let's um, declare our day, and then before you get into tagging and sharing, you can let us know how your weekend went. Okay, I would love to hear um, how your weekend went. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. He did it again. Hey, burst. Good to see you, man. Big brother, that's my brother, Donald Burse. All right, Jay Denise, what's up? Jazzy, Rowana is in the building. Stephanie Long is in the building. What's up, Katrina in the building? All right, y'all, come on in here, y'all. We're gonna have a great day. No drama, no mess, no stress. I'm claiming a marvelous Monday. Marvelous Monday. JJ, what up? Good to see you, Kristen Franklin in the building. Good morning. All right, let me I shared it to my page, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start tagging some folk in this thing. Corinthia, good to see you this morning. What's up, Jay Bradford? Johnny? Doll Ray. What's up, y'all? Come on in here. Now listen, y'all, help me out as I tag some folk. Y'all just communicate, talk to each other. Our co-host will be in momentarily. She is getting her stuff together on her end, and we're excited about our discussion today. What's up, Brittany? This is the day that the Lord hath made. That's it. It was very interesting. Brittany said it had a very interesting weekend as we have applied. Oh yeah, so you had to put in. Okay, listen, Brittany, that's the measuring rod. You know you're maturing when you're put in real situations and you put those principles into play in a positive way. So good morning. What's up, Marilyn? Good morning. Kamal, good morning. Latosha, good morning. All right, y'all coming up in here today. Let's go. Wake up. Wake up. It's Monday, baby. Let's go. All right, let me tag some folk here and wake them up, get them up. Y'all listen, the tag and the share continues to be the foundation for this room, the tag and the share. I'm telling you right now, we get new people every week. We get new people every single week. So keep doing it, y'all. Let's go. Brenda Walton, Pam Stewart, Tamika Moore, great weekend, Universal Studios, and great praise and worship and the word at GLC. Man, GLC was fire. As Cherie say, fire. Fire. We had a great day yesterday. Pastor Cherie preached yesterday. I was able to see her sermon. That girl is a flat-foot preacher, period. Cherie Evans is a preacher, period. All right. So go check out your co-host, St. Luke Baptist Church. You can go to Facebook and check her out. She did a great job bringing the word on yesterday. So proud of her. Paris, what's up? Went to Universal Studios. My son turned 8. So much fun in the sun. So Universal Studios is the second person. What's up at Universal? Oh, what's up? All right, good deal. Were the lines long at Universal to get on the rides? How did the lines look yesterday? Motivation. Good morning. Patricia.
Good morning.
What up, preacher? You preaching machine, you girl. You preaching. Had your green on yesterday. Had your olive green on.
No, not Olive.
And it seemed like the Saints was just shouting with you yesterday, Cherie.
Well, listen.
The background noise, I couldn't even hear because they were shouting so loud. Like, hush and let her preach.
No, rejoice. And again, I say, we get excited about the word over here.
Listen, man, that you brought the word yesterday, sis.
Praise God. God was kind.
Yeah,
gracious.
So
I love
my little weekend, Cherie.
Oh, okay.
It looked like Universal Studios was jumping yesterday out here in California.
Okay.
People saying they went to Universal.
They said the lines were long by noon. Hold on.
Super Mario Kart. Yeah. Kimberly Fife, Fifi, what's up?
Good morning.
Sharice, the lines were long by noon. Yeah, you have to get to those amusement parks early.
Or just be willing to wait, I guess.
Yeah.
Where is Universal Studios? Is that in LA?
It is.
Where is it, y'all?
I think it's LA, up that way. They'll tell you exactly where it's at, but I'm thinking, yeah, it's up near LA.
Okay. Good morning, JJ. Good morning, Jazzy.
What up?
Trisha. Big sister Pat.
Pat in the building.
Okay, they say yes, LA. Hollywood. I need to make a trip.
Have you been to Hollywood yet?
Nope, I haven't.
Are you serious?
I've only ever been to Oakland and then to San Diego.
Now, let me tell you. Yeah, I'll let you see it. I ain't gonna say that. Because, we from the South. So when we think of Hollywood and that whole, yeah, it was an eye opener being in, Hollywood and LA. It was just, but listen, I want you to go see it yourself.
Well, I want to go.
See, people don't realize we see California down south in other places. It's just
TV and movies.
But
in rich people.
When I went to Hollywood,
they said save your money.
I ain't gonna say nothing about. I want her to see it for herself. See, I'll let them tell you.
Palm Springs. I loved. Oh yeah, Palm Springs. I forgot that's California. I was in Palm Springs, so I've been to 3 places in California in my entire 51 years. Tamika says it's underwhelming. It's raggedy.
Hey,
really?
Listen, I want them people to steal your joy.
What is Hollywood or LA? Which one y'all talking about? Good morning, big brother Tony. They say you haven't missed anything.
LA to me is underwhelming. It's just, again, for those,
because our expectations are so high.
We're not from here. We're not from here. So when we come out and all we see on TV is what we see.
Wow.
Now, I do want to do this for you. I don't know if we could do it on this trip because Cherie will be out here, y'all, for our 50th anniversary. Her pastor is preaching, Pastor Alexander, and she's going to be on program somewhere. She just don't know it yet. I'm just trying
God.
But listen.
Okay.
I don't know if we could take you on this trip, but there's a tour called a Hood Tour I told you about.
No, y'all gonna be busy. I ain't trying.
I ain't gonna try this trip.
That's nothing y'all doing. I'm just coming to detach.
We ain't gonna try this trip, but you got to go. Beverly Hills, somebody's Rodeo Drive. It's not Rodeo Drive. Cherie.
No, I know Rodeo Drive. I've heard that.
I was saying rodeo my first 2 months.
Come on now, Nate. You gotta watch TV. Mm-hmm. Find the good news and get out of there. Okay. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be.
Jamal came from the South. He came from Georgia. So again,
so underwhelming, huh? It's the palm trees, and it's not what you would expect. Hollywood is in LA. Okay. Overrated. Hollywood is in LA County. Hollywood is Hollywood.
Listen, why y'all don't steal her thunder, y'all.
It's too late.
Let her be the judge.
I just need to come, I guess, take some pictures. Photo ops.
Well, you got the walkway with the stars. You know, those are nice.
Yeah. So landmark places.
But you just got to get through the smell. That's it, Doc. You get through the smell, Doc. You
Smell? Now, why is Hollywood stinking?
be walking down looking like this.
They're saying it's gotten worse.
Denzel. Okay, that's Martin Lawrence. I mean,
What happened?
I don't know.
Okay.
But, you know, you should still go.
This makes sense. What you see on TV is a Hollywood set. That makes sense.
They killing Hollywood right now.
Hollywood is Hollywood up. Save your money. Okay.
Now, we did eat on Hollywood Boulevard. Y'all, what's that spot? The cafe. What's that Hollywood cafe on Hollywood Boulevard? Hard Rock. The Hard Rock. They have some good food. Okay. Yeah, Hard Rock Cafe on Hollywood. Y'all know what I'm talking about? On Hollywood Boulevard. They have some pretty good
smell. So now that they're saying the smell, I guess is because homelessness is taking over. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. Okay, so I've been to LA. And so I guess I forgot because it didn't look like the LA I know. I went to a church. I did a whole praise and worship seminar.
Right.
And I went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Shout out to Pastor E. Wayne Gaddis.
So you've been to LA.
Been to LA. I guess that's how underwhelming it was.
They just didn't take you nowhere.
No, I didn't. I was there strictly on assignment.
Yeah. You know, San Diego is where it's happening at, though. It's I mean, it's just beautiful. This place is a beautiful place.
New York, I've been to New York. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Did you go in the winter or summer?
It was in April, this time of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, New York is a place I recommend everybody to go see at least once.
And I saw Hezekiah Walker while I was walking down the street. He was driving, though. And I'm country. I'm Highland. I saw Don King. He was in Sylvia's. I was acting such a fool. They shut the door.
Wow. Starstruck.
I used to starstruck. Acting an ignorant, complete fool.
You know me, because listen, I be staring at them. They be like, boy, quit looking at him.
I'm like, there go Don King. There go Don King. Yo, look, there go. And they shut the door. Oh, God.
Sylvia's overrated to you? I ate it in Harlem, 125th and Malcolm X.
It was good to me.
It was good to me, too.
Yeah.
But they were dogging Sylvia out because Sylvia doesn't own the restaurant. She sold it. But it's still historical, so some people were talking trash about it when I was there. But she was actually in the restaurant when I was there.
Really?
She was there, yeah. But the food was good. I think I had the oxtails and yams. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Now, my story, when I preached, I went to preach in Riverhead, Long Island. So, Cherie, the pastor had a funeral or something. He couldn't. So, I was there Monday through Wednesday doing a youth revival, something.
In New York?
I was in Riverhead, Long Island. So, it was about an hour drive. So the pastor said, look, man, I got a funeral, but I'm gonna send one of my deacons to take you to the city. Oh, Cherie, I'm going to New York City for the child. I done strapped up my shoes. Then I'm ready. I'm stretching. I'm looking at where I'm gonna go. I want to see. Child, what happened? The deacon pulled up and I had to help him out the car.
So it wasn't finna be no walking today.
At least 79, 80 years old.
Really?
Listen to me.
So y'all just gonna drive through the city? He gonna point to stuff?
I felt guilty. I couldn't wait. Where you want to go, man?
No, take me back to my room. And it probably wasn't no Uber back then, was it?
Cherie, that pastor to this day, we still laugh about it. Why did you send that?
Why would you do that?
I felt bad for him.
You had to help him out.
Hold it. This is finna take you out. Before we got out the car, I had my hand on the console. He said, hey, man, excuse me, pastor. He opened the console.
Asthma pump. So he was in his mind, let me get ready for this.
And I felt like he was.
Okay.
How could I enjoy that?
Somebody wasn't thinking. You didn't. This wasn't a complete thought.
So
I just mean, who is available to drive? Me, because everybody else is somewhere walking. Yeah.
Cherie.
It bees that way.
I got a hot dog, and we walked. We were on 32nd Rich, on 32nd Street, Times Square. That's it. All I did was Times Square.
Well,
but bless his heart though. At least he came.
Somebody came, Lord. I walked. We were on Times Square, but we did so much shopping. So much shopping. It was so fun though.
Yeah. I love New York. The nightlife. You got to go at night when it's nice. New York.
Yeah.
Did you go to the Statue of Liberty?
No, I didn't go there.
I didn't. I've never.
I didn't go. As a matter of fact, we rode through the Hudson River, and this was shortly after that plane had crashed in the Hudson River.
Yes.
So my nerves was on 10. But they were like, we're driving through the tunnel that goes through I said, this is the Hudson River right here.
Yes. You just like me.
Through the river. Hurry up and get me out.
Lord have mercy. Oh, boy. Decompression say, decompression. You spoiled us, Doc. So we, Deke would have had us all over New York, Cherie, walking in.
Yes.
But anyway, did you have a good weekend, though, Cherie? Overall,
I did. It was busy, but I had a good time. I posted. I had to push pause and went to hang out with my cousins. I think that's what I needed.
Right.
And so then, because you get busy writing lessons and sermons and doing your job and everything else. It sometimes just put the pen down, close your laptop. Because I had a funeral earlier that day. Then. Right. Come back home, try to wrap up with my sermon, and just pause and go hang out, have fun. And so that did me well.
That's good. Well, we're here, Faith Room, for another good week. I pray y'all had a great weekend. It's good to see y'all in here today. Y'all are really like family, man. I just how we talking, it's just so easy to talk to y'all. What did Angel say? Love New York. That was my father. That's where my father and his people are from. When grandma was living, I was there every 3 to 4 months.
Wow. Okay.
That's where you get that hood side from, Angel. I got it now. You got that New York in you, girl. Yeah. All right. So, y'all, let's get the question of the day. And we're going to give you a word. I think everybody needs this word today. I could be wrong, but we'll see.
But do you want to talk about the conference right quick? First?
Yeah, let's do that.
Hold on, let me take this down.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the conference thing going.
It's fastly approaching.
Ain't no turning back now.
My bad. Let me put these back on.
What you okay?
I'm great.
I'm thinking it's finna be the countdown. I'm like, girl, they done see.
I did a countdown to the here. This is what I'm trying to get to right here. Chat. I should have just played it off. Can
you go on and just tell them? Because you gave yourself away. You could have been like, bam.
Oh no. Okay. So here we are. We are getting ready for our second annual meetup. First one was thebomb.com in Las Vegas. We came and took over Vegas. This time our plan is to take over the ATL, and we need you to go ahead and get registered. Hats off to all of you who have already done your due diligence and gotten your money in, and some of you have already gotten your tickets, your Airbnb or your hotels. Nate, did we ever produce a list of possibilities for hotels?
Yeah, we didn't upload a list, but we did let everybody know the areas when Dr. Smith was in. But
Oh, okay.
we are going to upload some
Okay.
places that they could go. In fact, I need to call Jermon Maynor. We had Jermon is trying to get his room stuff together. So, but yeah, man, we need y'all to go. How many of you have not registered, but you're planning on registering before the conference? Can I see that? If you have
registered.
Yeah. And I want to know how many are planning on. If you're planning on it, just type in I'm planning on it. Because I know some of you trying to get some stuff moved around. And I get that, and we appreciate it.
Who just said something about Airbnb? Oh, they're asking for a recommendation. Now, I don't know about that. Recommendations for Airbnbs. Tamika mentioned that. Tamika Jones, who's on our team. I don't know if she's in here right now.
Yeah, TJ in here.
Okay. Yeah. Tamika, some people are asking about recommendations. I don't know if you have something.
Airbnbs, Atlanta,
Georgia. Dates are right here on the flyer.
25th through the 27th.
There. I'm trying. I'm coming to the celebration, and I'm coming to the ATL.
Somebody registering this week.
Maisha Hill, Johnny Bradford planning on being there.
Good deal.
Michelle Williams is registered.
Another registering this week. So that's 2. All right. Good deal.
So we're on our way. I can't wait to see y'all.
Man, it's going to be really a family affair. I'm coming and I have my Airbnb, Crystal.
Okay.
Yeah, some people jumped on this early.
Yeah, and that was the plan. That's why we presented it as early as we did, to give people opportunity to move things around, put money back.
Yeah.
I completely understand.
That's good. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm registered, Airbnb booked. Looking forward to the meetup. Tori Collins will be in that. All right. All right, y'all. Here's the question of the day. We got a countdown, or you just going?
No, wait.
What's up, Claudia? Claudia is in here too. That was my former partner who now lives in DC. She follows us faithfully.
Okay.
Shout out Claudia Hector.
Oh, yeah. She was in here for your birthday, right?
Yep, Claudia. I miss them so much. Richard Miller is booked, ready to go and ready to teach the men.
He's ready for the men. I can't wait to hear the report.
Yep.
Maybe we'll be bringing y'all Kleenex this time.
Yeah. Y'all better lead your mind along.
All right. Y'all ready to jam slam?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Yo, Faith Room, what's mobbing, man?
Only you done feel the vibe.
Yo, what is the matter? What's going on?
Yeah.
Come on, eyes now.
Wait. It happened twice.
What is that? What's going on? Okay. Let me make sure I hear. Okay, here it is.
Yes, sir. Them gummies will do it, girl.
Okay.
Them gummies.
It is. I'm sorry. I'm not sure what's happening here. You know what? I had no coffee, not a drop.
Coffee and gummies.
What is your biggest pet peeve at work? Or we got a lot of retirees in here. What was one of your biggest pet peeves at work? Let's hear it. I should really go get some coffee.
I ain't got nothing to say. Lord help.
Oh,
What flavor you do, Cherie? Green apple?
I haven't had any.
Okay, I was just checking. So.
Okay, it said people being late, racism, people not minding their own business. Jimmy, we can't say that.
Yeah.
Not listening and take notes while I'm training. People cursing at work, very unprofessional. People not doing their job. Folks not responding to emails on a timely manner. People who come, oh God, they're going so fast.
Yeah.
People who come to work sick, stay your sick butt at home.
Right.
They can't say good morning, coming in with a bad attitude. Say good morning when people speak to you. Excuses, just say I dropped the ball, or I'll take care of it, or I don't need a dissertation to why you can't perform. Child, listen, that part you don't. Let me ask. Micromanagement, racism, people having private conversations during meetings, people not carrying their share of the load, people not cleaning up themselves, people not following directions, unfriendly management, being micromanaged, people thinking they can jump in and impose jump. Maybe I didn't read that right. Folks not doing their job, being on time, people not being able to do their job, folks in my stuff. Someone interrupted me while I'm talking to someone else about work. My biggest pet peeve is not saying good morning or goodbye. Passive aggressive emails. Coworkers showing up late. Favoritism. When customers interrupt you while you're talking to other customers. CCing 100 people and hitting reply all. Coworkers not doing their share of the work. People jumping into my conversation. A micromanager. Turning in paperwork late. I can't stand someone standing over me all in my bubble.
Hey, now.
People with bad hygiene, lying, bad breath early in the morning. People who go to work to find friends and lovers. You are here to work.
I hope you ain't working in no call center, cause
so many hookups. Everybody.
The call center, they say the call center be like,
child.
The call center be jumping.
I worked for financial aid at a college, and them kids every semester ask, "Where's my money?" when they know the schedule. Stop calling me for answers you already have. Everybody in everything but a casket. Coworkers want to be supervisors.
Wow.
When we get a new member of management and they act like I haven't been working here for 18 years. Racism is the biggest. People taking longer breaks. Since COVID, people not giving me my space. Stay 6 feet away from me. I know my job. Do yours. I can't stand someone on the same level as me trying to manage me. Go on now. Wow. Too many bosses.
People is that yours, Cherie?
Trying
to manage you?
No, because I'm going to tell you. I'm going to cut that on off.
What would you do? How would you handle that?
I know what I'm doing. I know. Thank you. But if you keep on, then we make the same amount. Are you a manager? Oh, I didn't think so. Okay. All right. Empty coffee pots. And this happens rarely, but folks not flushing.
Yeah.
Favoritism. People not responding to emails and text sends me over the edge for real. Man. Oh, let me see your hair. Is it yours? Yes, it's mine. I paid for it.
Wow. Is that disrespectful?
It's stupid.
Yeah.
When you want to touch somebody's hair. I'm not no toy. Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, so it's a lot. It's a lot. Well, it's a great variety today. Clocking out early.
I think everybody been guilty of that. Travis, I know you see that as Sonic.
People asking questions or needing help right when you get there before you log on, good, or as soon as you log on. Let me warm up, please. Can I get to my seat?
Yeah.
Child, look.
I missed a lot. I missed a
This
lot.
is, look, this is a list of things I want to talk about before I have my coffee. Read the list.
Leave me alone.
Ain't nothing on there. Okay, let me see. What would be my biggest pet peeve
Let me hear this one.
at work? I don't know.
Remember, you at work now. Your coworkers.
I am at work.
So, just saying, your coworkers watching probably. You don't have one? Okay, good.
I can't think because I can't think.
Yeah, work.
Now I would say I agree with so many of these though. I think everybody needs to do their fair share, do your job so that at the end all of us can come out,
On top.
On top.
That's
if you don't get to be standing around and you ain't done nothing you're supposed to do today, get out and go see it.
I think for me, it's lazy coworkers. Like, I don't like that. I think that. I just don't like people with no work ethic.
I guess that's the same thing. If you're lazy, if you don't want to do your job,
I just don't like that. But then benefit from the company.
Checks never stop rolling.
That's it. So that's a good question of the day. So, all right, y'all, listen. Mama Jessie said people expecting me to do my job. Oh my. And theirs. My God.
Teamwork with no team.
Yep. That's good.
Come and talk to me when I'm on break or I'm on lunch about work. Nope. So one thing we have around here, we don't talk. If somebody's off, we do not call them about anything about work. Don't text them, don't call. We just kind of respect each other's boundaries around here.
Yeah, good deal. Listen, y'all, it's a new week. So here's what we're going to do today. I think this lesson will help everybody. It's a motivational Monday as we begin this week. Come on in close, grab something to write with. We're going to hit you in the face real fast with a lot of stuff. But we are going to be talking today about the power of self-control. All right. We're going to be talking about keeping myself under control. Now I'm going to say it again. Y'all type it in. I'm going to keep it together. I'm going to keep it together. I want y'all to type that in.
Type it.
Because this week we're challenging everybody. I'm challenging Cherie, she's challenging me, and I'm challenging you. That this week, y'all, I don't know about next week, but all we have is this week, this day. We're going to keep it together. And we're going to be talking about the power of self-control. And Cherie, if these folk are honest with us, and if we're honest with ourselves, we all deal with things in life that has the potential to get us out of control.
Yes, indeed.
Come on, y'all. And I seen it real time this past weekend. I did at that mall. I seen somebody lose control at one of them kiosks, the phone booth, on the phone, they fix your phone. And this man was going in. Kids walking by, he cussing. I don't know what that dude did to this man's phone, but he lost it. He lost control.
Wow.
And I want to talk today, Cherie and I want to talk today about keeping it together. Y'all, there's a word, Cherie, that we hear all the time. Provoke.
Am I freezing? Am I freezing?
No.
Because you are. Let me go out. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
So provoking. When you hear the term provoke, what comes to mind, y'all? What comes to mind? Provoke. They say no, elder. You're
I'm
not
not.
free. They say you're not.
Okay.
They was doing the same thing with me, and they say we fine. So neither you're freezing. So yeah. Provoke. Sheree, when you hear the term provoke, antagonizing, what comes to your mind? When something it's provoking, it's provoking you.
Okay, what is provoke? And you're choppy, so I'm going to go out. But when I do hear that word, to provoke means to keep poking at, to keep it's like the word antagonizing me
Yeah.
or tempting me
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
um
Yeah.
in a negative way.
Yeah.
Like trying to get me charged up.
Right. So this week, it's all going, not this week, because we're still dealing with codependency. Today, we're going to be talking about keeping it together, the power of self-control. People pushing your buttons, people pushing you, being poked over and over again. People, reaction seeking, Terica said, provoking. And some of you are up against a lot of provoking in this season of your life. You're up against a lot of people trying to get you to step out of your character. They're provoking you, right? And so listen, my emotions, listen, let me just say this. They're God-given. God gave me every emotion that I have: joy, peace, laughter, anger, frustration, all these emotions. However, just because we have God-given emotions, some of those emotions, y'all, can take us to a place that will not be good for our testimony and will not be good for our mental or physical health. All right. Being frustrated, yeah, that's a God-given emotion. I can be frustrated, but listen, frustration shouldn't control me. Anger, that's an emotion, right? But anger shouldn't what? Control me. That leads me into doing things that I regret down the line or that may hurt people. And so we're talking about self-control this week. Now, if I ask you who and what, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute, some of you, how many of you are doing pretty good in this area of self-control? And how many of you need, let me see that. How many of you doing pretty good in the area? You know, you pretty much, for the most part, you keep it together for the most. Let me see your hand. You pretty, for the most part, Pastor Nate, for the most part, I keep it together for the most part. Anybody? For the most part. Somebody said me. Okay, good. I'm gonna get the positive folk out the way first. Brenda Bates, good. All right, for the most part. All right. Intentionally toning and instigating. That's it, Tracy. That's a good one. Yeah. For the most part, look at all these hands. Better than I used to be, working on it. Okay. And if I ask the question though, hey Michelle Castle, good to see you. Christy, good to see you. I try. All right. But if we're honest, man, this is a daily struggle for us when we're being provoked, when buttons are being pushed. And here's my concern, y'all. My concern is for some of you, if that button is pushed at the right time on the right day, it's a bad situation. Y'all feel what I'm saying? It's a bad situation. It's a bad outcome. How many people have lost their jobs because of the lack of self-control? How many people relationships could not last because of the lack of self-control? Look at the damage, y'all. We don't talk about it a lot. The damage of being out of control. Look how many kids suffer. Look at the damaging effects, y'all, of the lack of self-control in our lives. And so it must be dealt with. And I'm going to encourage all of you this week to fight and push yourself to stay in control. Now, what is self-control? Here's the definition, y'all. I'm going to give you this definition. Okay. Amanda said, for me, for sure, can take a lot, but when it gets too much, I snap. That's the word, snap. And that's what we don't want. There's a whole show. There's a whole show for all my AME folk, all my folk who like Verse 48 and snap. It's a whole show centered around people who snap. Richard Miller said, but I could be doing so well because I fiercely protect my space. It's easier to be good when you're fenced and walled in. Yeah, that's good, Rich. And so you're having to live in this bubble because you don't want to go there. And you got to, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment. But somebody in this room today, somebody is pushing you on that job, in your family, in your church, in your environment, your neighbor next to you, who live next to you. And so we got to keep it together. That person in that drive-through, the person at the store, in every scenario of life, y'all, we are in position to be pushed out of control. And that's what we're talking about today. So here's the definition. Self-control, hear it closely, y'all, is doing what is right even when I don't feel like it. Oh, that's good to me. Self-control is doing what is right even when I don't feel like it. I don't want to keep my mouth closed. I don't want to let them say that and I not pop off. Self-control is I got a right to go left on you, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep it together. Come on, y'all. It is, I'm going to do what is right even when I don't feel like it. Y'all, they have every right to be got. Come on, let's be real. What they said and how they keep provoking you and stick, but it's doing. And so it is, listen, appropriately, hear this closely, y'all. It is appropriately managing your thoughts. It is appropriately managing your feelings. Watch this. And it is appropriately managing your impulses. So it's management. Y'all, we are self-managers of our feelings, of our thoughts, come on, and of our impulses. And the question is, how good of a manager have you been of your feelings and your thoughts and your impulses? Now, I can grade myself. There are days that are better than other days, and some days it's a struggle. And y'all, it is something that we're all having to be intentional about. My thoughts. Have your thoughts ever ran with you and stayed with you? And the more you think about it, the more you want to go there. The more you think about it, the more you want to get something and do harm to people. The more you think about it, the more you want to get even. The more you think about it. And so we're in our thoughts. We're in our mind. And so I'm at work and I'm thinking, oh my goodness. And I'm thinking about the family and I'm thinking about all this stuff. And it's just my thoughts. And then my thoughts affect my feelings. It affects my feelings. And so now I let my thoughts control my walk and my life. And it shows on my face. It shows that I'm disgusted and irritable and tired and frustrated. And some of you can't hide it good. You don't hide your emotions well. That's how people know you got stuff on your mind. It's written all over your face. You don't have to say, David Drayton, I hope I'm singing good, Doc. I'm trying. You don't have to say a word. Right. Yeah, I'm thinking about where Cherie at too. I really am, Rich. I'm trying to keep going because we got a lot of good stuff to talk about. But somebody say, oh my God, I was pushed Friday. I tried to hold my mule. Look at Lady Rose, y'all. And this is not Lady Rose Rich White. This is not Pastor Richard White. This is another Lady Rose. All right. So I just want y'all to know this ain't because y'all will be like, oh, Pastor Rich White went left on. See, get your facts right. Here we go. This is not Lady Rose, the first lady of Perfecting Grace. This is Lady Rose from the Faith Room. All right, here we go. Oh my God, I was pushed Friday. I tried to hold my mule, but when they said God told them, like I don't have a relationship with him, she said it tilted me and I released, but no profanity was used. I then asked God to forgive me. Y'all see that? Okay. I had someone, Millicent said I had someone go off on me at a funeral, but God held my tongue. I am so grateful he covered me at that time because I could have caught a case. Look at this, y'all, at a doggone funeral. Provoking you at a funeral. And I want to give you a clap, Millicent, for standing in control. You stood in control. So your feelings, your impulses, and your thoughts at that moment. All right. Get your fact. Yeah. Y'all. Teresa, I'm trying to get back in. My laptop is doing the most. Okay. I won't keep it pushing. So self-control is doing what is right, even if you don't feel like it. How do you feel, Faith Room, when you do keep it together? Vanessa say, my chief of staff worked my nerves last week. Almost turned in my retirement papers. Wow. It happens, Vanessa. Big D, Derwin, y'all, we affectionately call him Big D here. No matter what my thoughts, I promise myself to never let another person take me out of myself. No one is worth my peace of freedom. Can y'all give God praise for that comment right there? And you talking about a man, y'all, who been through so much in his life. You talking about a man who has overcome anger. And look at what he said. No matter what my thoughts, notice what he did. He's self-managing. I promise myself, because I'm only in control of me. I can only control what I say and what I do and what I think. He says, I made myself a promise that I'm not going to let a person, look at what he said, y'all, take me out of myself. No one, do y'all see that? Is worth my peace or my freedom. Now, y'all ought to give Big D some love on that, man. And that is a comment that we all, who's giving you, listen, who have you given that much power over your life to take you out of your peace and out of your freedom? Do you know when we do that? Do you know these people are literally, and these circumstances are controlling our lives? Controlling your life. They're always on your mind. Their actions are always sending you there and making you go out of who you have been designed to be. And that's control, y'all. That's giving someone power over you. All right. This is good. This is getting good. I ain't even into the stuff yet. Teach, Pastor Nate, the anger I used to express out of my mouth in my past. This is Brenda Bates. Y'all look at her. I finally realized in my present that I was not healed from my hurt. I have better control since I realized this. I no longer immediately react to people. I pause. Look at what she's doing. I pause in my mind. I tell myself, nope, you will not get the same energy out of me you're giving. Either I respond nicely or I walk away because, listen, the other Brenda is still inside of me. Look at this, y'all. The other Brenda is still inside of me, and I do not want to unleash her ever again. Glory be to God. Brenda, I want to give you a hand. Y'all, this is good stuff. Tamika said that she had to admit, though, that was some things in her life that was sending her to these places. But I made up my mind. I'm going to pause. Notice what she said. I'm strategizing differently now. All right. Here's what Tamika Smith said. I wanted to get revenge after being done wrong. Look at this, Cherie. But decided to take the high road instead, and I felt better later. My life has flourished beyond what I could have imagined. Thank God for holding me. Thank God for holding me. All right. Matthew said, I understand now that I can only control how I react and not the other person. Y'all, you can't. You can't control the other person. You can't make a person treat you right and talk to you right. I wish we could. There's somebody in your life, and we're going to talk about it, that's going to provoke you. And you cannot make them do right by you, but you can control you. This is about you. All right. David Nathaniel. Let me read that long comment here. I needed this. Pet peeve. I was just in a situation this past weekend. I was on the phone discussing classes at church, and during the conversation, I made a comment, single father, on the phone in response to the other party. My comment triggered, I guess, the family member that heard my conversation, yelled in the background, "You're not a single father. Once I got off the phone, the family member said the party didn't hear me. I was then called a crybaby and
Oh, wow. Wow.
okay.
I guess that's it.
Yeah,
That room
he's
ran
still
out of
going.
character.
Let him get it out. Go on and finish typing and we'll bring it back up. That's deep. Sheree, did you hear what he said?
I did.
It's easier. That comment just took, I'm trying to get myself together after reading that. Derek Montgomery said, it's easy to snap rather than not. I take a deep breath and even in some cases, I walk away. Yeah, this is good. Pamela Stewart, I've done D Grant. Oh, that's her and Pam talking. Pearlie, I've done so well with keeping self-control with people who play the middle. It's so hard because you want to literally fry them. But God, I know that's right. Lil John, after losing
Really?
5 family members last year.
Lily Janelle Carter, not Little John.
I'm sorry. Child, after all the stuff you better leave me alone. After losing 5 family members last year, I changed how I react to people. I know if I lose it, I will lose everything. I tell people at work to accept the new me because if the old me come out, it's going to be bad. I thank God for this changed behavior.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got to know yourself. You know yourself.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
When too far, too far.
Yeah, I got it. So Michelle says, so people really cut up at church. Yeah, but I guess the person wasn't at church. I guess it was
that when he was talking to somebody at church, right? Or about church.
Yeah, and somebody on the phone. So it wasn't at church. It was. This is good. Sheree, any thoughts on the definition? Because I want to do some more conversing about this. So
I got to get my mind back, right?
Go ahead.
I am
just one of them days.
I almost opted to just stay in the background and just put the comments and all the stuff up because you were still choppy. But we'll get through it. We'll get through it. So here's, I guess he's finishing this thought.
Yeah. So for confronting the family member about them yelling in the background, it literally took everything within me not to react. Although the kids were around, it took everything within me to hold back.
So sometimes you have reasons you need to practice self-control because the kids are watching, other people are watching. If you can't, it's like if you can't come up with a good enough reason why I need to like let you make it, let me just remember people watching me, these kids watching me. So let me just practice some restraint.
Let's do this, Sheree. What does it mean to feel out of control? All right. It's literally, y'all, when you feel out of control, it means that you're now out of hand. No longer under management, direction, or regulation. Unmanageable and unruly. Have you ever dealt with somebody like that, Sheree? If they hit that breaking point, child, it takes so much to get them calm. It's like another person comes out.
Yes.
It's rage.
Yes.
It's anger. Have you seen that before?
I have.
It's like and they, you know what? They become even strong too because you're trying to pull them and even if it's not physical, just trying to talk them.
Just trying to talk and they yelling over you. You like, and you don't want to get loud because that ain't the thing to do. And so then if you start to get loud, now it's just two people, acting outrageous. But So even trying to talk within reason in a reasonable tone, it don't work.
Yeah. And that's why, y'all, I'm doing everything in my power, and Cherie, to bring motivations on these Mondays that's going to jumpstart us.
Yeah.
For some of you, you got too much to lose. You come too far to let these things pull you away. Somebody said, if someone's out of control, I'm gone. I have things to lose. Absolutely. So when you're no longer under management, you're no longer under management, direction, or regulation. So you know what? When a person go there, they don't even think about
what they got to lose.
What they got to lose. Big D, those few seconds of uncontrolled anger can cause you a lifetime of grief, and you can't take it back. Cherie, just a few seconds.
Yep. Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm a calm person, but when I get angry, people say it's scary. That's exactly what we're talking about, y'all. A person with nothing to lose will help you lose everything you have. Wow. Whoo, come on.
That's good. Come on.
I try to tell myself that this is not that person, but something deeper coming at me, the enemy. What's dangerous is when one snaps and it's totally, when one snaps and is in total control of what they're doing. When they get tired and fed up, you never see it coming, man.
Yep.
Because Cherie, this is good because there's a key verse. Let's go on and put up Proverbs 25:28. Listen to this, y'all, the Message Bible. And I'm going to have Cherie to give her thoughts on it. Because Cherie, they keep saying it was the same way with me, sis. And I know it's frustrating. You see freezing, I saw, but they say both of us are fine. That's crazy to me. Because in your mind, you see what you see. That's what was happening to me last week.
So then I went out, then it wouldn't let me log back in. It was a lot. It was a lot going on. So
Proverbs 25:28 says this: a person without self-control is like a house with its doors and windows knocked out. My gosh.
Wow.
What does that say to you, sis? A person without self-control is like a house with its doors and windows knocked out.
There are no barriers, no boundaries. There's nothing that a person without self-control, there's no boundary you won't cross because there are no boundaries anymore. A door and a window kind of serve as barriers.
Protection.
In a house, for a house, protection, boundaries. Yeah. But if you lose control and if those doors and windows are gone, what's there to you just open access to the enemy to do whatever he wants to do. So yeah.
So here's the question, probing question. How many of you are living a life with no barriers? You have no doors in your life. You have no windows in your life. And so there's nothing that's protecting you from blocking these things up. Cherie, that's a dangerous way to live.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because there's no line you won't cross. Because you don't see the line.
Man. Michelle Williams says, so much is going on that is out of my control. If I feel like I'm going to lose, I prefer to lose you than to lose myself. Good God Almighty. I haven't walked off in one show. This is the first walk off.
Oh, Lord. If I got to make a choice, you got to go. Because I can't afford to lose myself. Michelle, that's good. Dealing with you. But that means you have really put some intentionality, some thought into it before it happens. You can't try to make a sound decision in the minute. That's not going to work. So you have already determined, if it comes to this, I'm going to risk losing you and not me. I can't lose myself dealing with you.
Godly.
So y'all, that's good. You got to make some decisions before the blow up or before the situation. Because once the situation comes, you're not even really in the right mindset to be making sound decisions.
Yeah. Yvette, America, uncontrolled anger is dangerous. People have snapped and have killed people.
Yep.
And those have been the people that they say that they love. This is a serious demonic spirit. Y'all better come with it. Yvette, put that picture back up. Yvette, I don't want to make you mad because that eye's scary. Can you change your profile thing?
Your eyeshadow and your brows is on point.
Try it if you want to. Yvette, God bless you, woman of God. Be blessed today, woman of God. Hallelujah. Because that looked like an eye that.
It just look like I see you.
You know.
I see you.
I'm gonna leave her alone. Kim say, when I know I'm going to snap now, I put myself on the timeout from the world. I take intentional time to pray. That's good.
Yeah.
Richard Miller, anything can come in and affect the environment within. That's that whole scripture piece. Conversely, what is inside that needs to be private is open for all to see. That's a powerful proverb. Good gracious, goodness, Rich. Yeah. Wide open for anything. That's good. For anything.
Anything. Nothing to hold nothing in, ain't nothing to hold nothing out.
Yeah. Let's do this, Cherie. Let me and we may have to finish this, y'all, because we got to go. What are some of the triggers? Cherie and I thought of our top three triggers, and maybe you can name some others that tend to provoke us to lose control. The first one is clear: people. Who's in your life right now that has that type of potential over your life, that person, that coworker, that supervisor? Some of you mentioned supervisors and people, your uplines and all of that. People, y'all, people have the power to trigger us. And in those cases, what do? You got to learn how to step away.
Yes.
As many people as they stepped away, they walked away. Because that 1 second, that 2 minutes of going back, it could be a lot. Here's another one: the problems of life. Cherie, problems can trigger us and take us out of control. I mean, just dealing with everyday life.
And the feeling of no solution.
No solution.
Like nothing I do is working and I don't see a solution in sight. And it can kind of drive your mind somewhere.
And that leads us to unhealthy thoughts. People and problems will always mess with our mind.
Yes.
Why are you thinking this? Because of people and problems. And now your thoughts are unhealthy. Your thoughts are not pure. Your thoughts are not lovely. And Cherie, most of the time, our thoughts are not even, they're not even medication for us. It's the mind. Our thoughts should be like that balm, that ointment, that kind of soothe. But our thoughts it's not serving as an ointment to bring peace, but it's more like lighter fluid to bring explode.
Yeah.
I hope this makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So let's ask this question: how feeling out of control shows up in us mentally? Listen to this.
What does that look like?
Worrying.
Mm-hmm.
Worry. Trying to control other people or situations. Y'all come on, talk to us now.
Out of
Feeling
control.
on edge.
Yep.
Isolating yourself from others. Obsessing over the same thing over and over again. Avoiding things, feeling overwhelmed, lack of motivation or energy, having a hard time concentrating and focusing. And here's another one: irritability. I'm irritable. So look at this list, Cherie. Mentally now, this is a person who signs that you're out of control and you're not managing your life well, worrying y'all all the time. Worry will kill us.
And usually worry is we worrying about something we can't control.
We can't, that's what we're talking about. Worry. There's a worry warrior that's loose in your life. Worry. Managing your life. Managing your life. You got to deal with that worry. Y'all listen, it ain't going to change nothing.
Right.
But it's going to cause heart disease and stress. Here's another, trying to control other people in situations. Cherie, that's when when you're spending your life trying to control other people. You're not managing your life well. You're out of control. You can't make people do what they should do. And let me say this, and we've said it before, when you want it more than they want it, that equals stress.
I can't want it. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to make it say it.
We'll help you.
I can't want for you. Does that mean I can't want something for you? I can desire that you'd have something, but you gotta want it.
Gotta want it.
I can't put that in you. And we run ourselves ragged and low. But I found out a long time ago, I can't control but one person, and that's me.
So Cherie, how do you snap out of that though, sis? So trying to control other people, because some people are, and I'm gonna make you feel this way about me, and I'm gonna make you think this way, and I'm gonna you can't.
You're not. Here's what you got to say. I'm not God. Period,
man. Come on, y'all. That's too much stress on your life.
God is the only one who can change. And even if God backs up and recognizes that everybody has their own mind, he don't even force his way. God don't make nobody serve him. God don't make nobody obey him. You do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Just understand the repercussions and consequences that follow. But God ain't God. If God ain't trying to make you do nothing, I ain't either.
Yeah, that's good, Cherie. Yvette Curry said, trying to take others to Paris when all they want to do is cross the street. That's
wow.
Oh, here's another one. Feeling on edge, and we'll stop. We'll stop for the day. We're an hour over, but not an hour over. We're 7 minutes over. But Cherie, feeling on edge.
Because you're worrying about stuff that you have no control over. And if it don't change, you're going to stay on edge.
Being on edge is not good management of our lives. God doesn't want us to live on edge, waiting for the bottom.
Oh, you're subject to snap. You're subject to, anything could happen.
How about this? Defensive. When you're on edge, you're always defensive.
Yeah.
Everything is a criticism. Everything is, listen, I'm so tired of this. Can I tell y'all this without offending you? You ain't got as many haters as you think you have. They hating on me. No, you on edge, baby. Nobody ain't even, listen, the reality is some folk ain't thinking about us.
Right. You ain't on everybody's mind like that.
That's
you have a high esteem of yourself.
Come on. So you're on edge thinking people talking about you. I know, folk, you thinking people talking about you. You're the subject of everybody's conversation. They just look like they talking about me. Every time I walk in, everybody.
They look like they talking about me.
You're paranoid.
That's the word. Then that's out of control.
That's out of control. Paranoid.
Yeah.
Isolation from other people.
That doesn't help. It seems like a temporary fix, but you gotta live. You in this world, you gotta live around people.
Yeah. That's a trick of the enemy because we were created for community.
Community.
Yeah. Obsessing over the same thing over and over again, talking about it over and over and over again. What happened, who it happened with, why they over. That's not good
That's
management of your life.
You're stuck.
You're stuck. And as short as life is, Pastor Cherie, I don't have time to be stuck in a season of my life or with a person.
Mm-mm.
My granddaddy taught me this one thing with his mean self. Nate, you're going to die owing somebody.
Mm.
He said, because if you die and you still got stuff due, that's why you got to send a death certificate in to the company so they can stop calling. So, and I was like, Granddad, that sounded kind of harsh. But what he was teaching me, stop worrying about, this was back in the day, bills and how you gonna do, son, you gonna die owing somebody. Make the arrangement. I did it. I had to make payment arrangements.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell somebody that who worrying about them bills? Make an arrangement. Look, and I heard my granddaddy tell them people growing up. I hear the conversation now. Look, ma'am, I told you all I can do is 40. If y'all can't take 40, you can turn it off.
Come get it.
Come get it. I've heard it. And that was teaching me that I ain't gonna let that work. Y'all ain't gonna stress me.
If I don't have it, I don't have it. It don't matter how many times you call me. I don't have it.
I don't have it.
So this is what I have. This is what I have planned to give. If this is not sufficient, then we need to talk about what the other option is. And don't stress.
Look how easy that's, Cherie.
But no, and even so, I worked in auto financing for a little while. And people, if you only understood, all you need to do is have a conversation. All this avoiding and not answering the phone, that's what gets you in trouble. Pick up. There are things designed to help you. There are extensions. There are all kinds of programs that'll help you. But we don't want to talk. We rather just avoid, be in isolation, so to speak, and not have the conversation.
Yeah.
That's undue stress.
Yeah. Antoinette said, not being able to control elements of my life led to this. Look at this. And we're going to close here, y'all. Yeah. Hey, Rich, I need you in Thursday, man. Pastor comments. Can you put that on your calendar? Because I'm traveling. Cherie, you want to read this? This is a good way to close.
Not being able to control elements of my life led to anxiety, depression, anger, and attitude. Now I stop and remind myself, God's got it. Breathe and let go. Because it ain't nothing I can do.
That's good. That's it, y'all. Listen, we love you. I hope, and then we have more content. Because Cherie, you can go. We could. Let me go on and close out because I know people gonna want to. If y'all got to log off, log off. Some of y'all retired, so it don't even matter. We talked about how it affects us physically. Crying, fatigue, difficulty sleeping, headaches, muscle tension, change in appetite.
Mm-hmm.
So when you out of control, it affects you not only mentally, but now it's you in my body. Now I'm crying all the time. I'm tired, don't want to do nothing. I can't sleep. I'm having headaches, stress, anxiety, muscle tension. Yeah. And now I want to eat.
Or some of us eat too much.
I think we hear this lesson and maybe it's going in one ear and out the other, but at the end of the day, man, if we don't get it together, y'all, it's like we're digging an early grave. I just believe it. It's too many people. I done heard too many people, having heart attacks, man, young folk.
Yeah.
Never been sick, but stress and letting people take you there. And life is so short. We spending all our days worried about who don't like us and who talk. Man, shut it down. Walk away. That's what they want. They want a reaction.
And even for me,
yeah, man.
I'm on this side. where it shows up physically. And it's not so much for about somebody not liking me, but it's like,
Yeah, I
I
got
think, no, I'm just saying,
you.
even workload and just
Yeah, Sheree. It's
that's
so broad.
all this tension. Like that's why I was hurting all up in here, my head, the back of my head, all of that I just got, was going through tension, undue stress, headaches, stress. And like I said, some people don't eat. Well, I'm over here eating everything.
Yeah.
And it's like I just be eating candy. I ain't never been no big candy eater, but I just candy, sweets, sweets, sweets. And so I have to trace that back to something. What is going on? What are you stressing about? And so
You had us concerned 2 weeks ago because you were really.
it got bad. But yeah, I feel like I'm still pushing through. And so what I have to do is get involved in something that disengages my mind, because if I wake up, I'm gonna be thinking ministry, I'm gonna be thinking faith room, I'm gonna be thinking school. There's gonna always be something I feel like for me to do, something for me to consider. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna start back running Black Girls Run, Little Rock, Arkansas chapter. I
BGR.
gotta get back out there and disengage my mind. Something that I will not be thinking about church. I will not be thinking about ministry. I will not be thinking about the faith room. I love y'all, but I won't be thinking about you in those moments. So we have to learn how to get involved in activities or things that just allow us to unplug from all these responsibilities we got, and then learn how to delegate, train others so that they can do. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot. We don't have to do this. We don't have to stress out. We don't have to be out of control. So we just gotta, again, consider, have the conversation with ourselves, with God or whomever, and just put things in place so that we can be around here for a while. So
Yeah. Pearl said when her husband died after passing, I didn't stress. I forwarded them straight to heaven. I rested and kept moving. Nothing ever returned. Man. Yeah. Here's the word, y'all: balance.
Yep.
Unplug. And if it can happen to Pastor Cherie and me and others, position don't matter.
It
Status don't matter. Money in the bank don't matter.
And I really believe that's why my professor got me. I'm the one that's doing this stress presentation. She knows what she's doing because of what the health challenges I had. Yeah. It's for me, but she's using it as a teachable moment for my colleagues as well. So I appreciate her looking out.
And they say, Cherie, it's a silent killer. Mm-hmm. Stress is a because we don't realize the effects of just overthinking that's doing something to me physically. You don't think that way.
No.
Not sleeping, y'all, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
So I love you. Cherie loves you. And yeah, I hope this helped today, because I want y'all to keep it together. Now watch this. Don't think you're not going to log off and be tested. Typically, after you get the impartation, then the test comes.
And you're held accountable for what you know.
Yeah. Come on, man. Make good choices. Hey, speak to people and keep it moving. If it's a person, your problems that you're dealing with, bills, kids, you can't change them. Nope. It is what it's going to be what it's going to be. Okay? Your thoughts, ask God to cleanse your thoughts. Purge your thoughts. Help you get through them. Mm-hmm. These are just practical things, y'all, but it starts today, all right? Let's pray, guys. Lord, I love you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for Pastor Cherie. And I thank you even now that all that she has had to juggle and deal with, God. Thank you for a meeting of her in the middle. Thank you for taking the load and the stress and the pressure and the anxiety off of her life. And God, I'm claiming victory in her body. Yes. The things that tried to attack her 2 weeks ago, her her chest pains and her muscle tension and all of these things, headaches, Lord. Thank you now that she's healed.
Yes.
And she's set free in the name of Jesus. I pray for the faith room. I pray for everyone represented in this space. God, we're truly a family now. We laugh together every day. We cry together daily. We're vulnerable daily, God, and thousands of people are being impacted by this space. And we thank you for that, God. For those dealing with people, with being provoked, with the troubles of life, with thoughts that are going everywhere, I pray, God, that you will meet us right now. Help us, God. Help us as we help ourselves. Be with us in these toxic work environments and home environments. Keep us safe, God. Even when we have to eat alone and go to our car during our lunch and eat and process, help us to do that, God.
Yes.
Help us to unplug when we need to, God.
Help us, Lord. Help us, Lord.
Thank you, God. And help us to seek your face.
Yes.
We love you and we thank you.
Thank you, God.
In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name. Amen.
All right. We love you guys. It's Monday. And let's go do it. Ain't into it but to do it. All right. Y'all take